Well, hello there. Roger streaming watch party starts right now. What is going on, everybody? We are going to be we're going to watch the Roger stream. Um, it's basically I don't know exactly what they're going to be painting because I'm wondering if they have a surprise unit to announce, or if the Roger stream is literally just painting B1s or something like that. I'm not sure why they would be painting such an old unit here, since they didn't announce any new droids, or sometimes during the painting streams, sometimes during the painting streams they give us some news. Whoa, what is that? All right, I'm trying to share this out on social media, and we're trying to get that out. So we're gonna talk about what we think is gonna happen. It's gonna be kind of a relaxed stream here. I don't expect there to be much in the way of news, just because what? Hey, what are they gonna do here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be much new stuff. And here we go. Sharing it in Discord and Twitter, and share this out on Facebook, and just kind of watch the stream. Sometimes they'll give us like, hey, here's a new sculpt. Is there any new droid stuff even coming? They did say that one of the new battle forces is going to be a what are they going to call that? A droid only thing. So maybe we'll get something like that. I know a lot of people were talking about like the new droids from season 7 that should be showing up at some point. So I wonder if we're going to see anything like that. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. And here we go. I'm still sharing this out on social media, but this is not the big one. I still got my images from last stream. But yeah, so this is going to be an interesting time for separatists with the tank. Maybe he's doing some specifically from the Battle of Kashyyyk, some guys in like a sitting pose or something like that. It might be the droids that go on the tank, the Persuader tank. That would make some sense. Because there's some sitting droids that go on the Persuader tank. I think that would kind of be the closest to something that is both new. Yeah, the droid invasion battle force would be a really cool thing. It's like I was starting to think with Wookiees. Obviously, the Wookiees are going to be a battle force, right? There's obviously going to be a battle force for Wookiees that says, "Hey, you can just use support, special forces, and commanders." Or who knows? Maybe by that time we'll have even more. Maybe more stuff. But maybe there will be some additional things going along with that. And I think droids will be the same thing. Like if every unit is either a droid trooper or has AI, then you can kind of count that as a droid force. And I don't know what the droids will get that's really special for them, but maybe, I don't know, maybe some type of bonus to like biological units, like maybe everybody gets poison or something like that. That would be something. That would be something pretty interesting, but they should be starting in less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna kind of talk, and we can also kind of bask in the glow of all the news that came out for the last stream. We had a little break. I don't know if there's gonna be that much demand for this one. We had kind of all of the news already. And again, I've had some people ask, are you going to kind of break down and do like a summary? Yes, I am going to do that. I don't know when. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I'm going to be kind of exhausted tonight from talking so much and from streaming. And it's not that streaming, I mean, literally I'm sitting, so I'm not like, I'm not putting a new roof on my house or anything like that. But there's a lot of stuff to kind of pay attention to and to take notes and to make sure that you get all the information. It's a little bit mentally draining to do it all day long. So this is actually going to be kind of nice to just, hey, maybe it'll just be painting. Maybe it'll be boring. We'll see. I'm also wondering about the mall the mall stream for later. What are they gonna do there? So yeah, I'll just be switching it over to like right there, and whoops, probably be more full screen. Should look closer to that. There we go. Well, when it's time. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if I had the stream like behind in the Star Destroyer windows like that? That would be funny. I wonder, can I do that? I think I could do that. If I did that. That'd be funny. That's actually really funny. Like I should, let's see, how does that work here? There we go. So we can watch the Marvel Crisis Protocol stream through the Star Destroyer windows if we want. But that's a little silly. So if you guys are just joining us, they're going to be painting droids. I'm not sure. You know, I was kind of hesitant on whether or not I wanted to kind of like have a watch party for this one, because I'm like, if it's just B1s, you know, then okay, because they call it Roger, but maybe there's something new to it. I don't know. I wonder if Dallas Kemp is getting exhausted by all this painting he's having to do this weekend. I hope they're on the clock. I hope they're getting paid for this, because it's a lot of work to be on camera all day long. And have to be on, I should say, all day long. You know, you can't just kind of like relax. Like, what if you have to fart and the camera's on you? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fart while hot mic'd. Right? It'd be a very hot mic. That's terrible. The droid carrier. Yeah, I think they'll probably be doing some of the B1s that come with the Persuader tank. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. So apparently Ahsoka is also confirmed for Legion. That's going to be exciting. Wait a second. Wait, are they doing... They have the wrong image kind of queued up right now. They're saying they're going to be painting Maul. That's not right. They had droids. Maul? I thought this was droids. Yeah, I think they're changing it over. I think they're changing it over. So, yep. I don't know. Well, yeah, the painting Maul stream wasn't supposed to be until much later. Let's see what. Let's see what is next. Let's see what's coming up next. Pinned messages. I want to check my schedule. Painting Maul is supposed to be at 3:30 Pacific, which is 6:30 local. And 2:30 Eastern, or 11:30 Pacific is supposed to be the Roger stream. So I think they'll get that. But we'll have to see. Sometimes little mistakes happen. That's okay though. So hopefully, yeah. So we got a lot of Legion news. There was, let's see, we got 33 people in chat. Much, just a fraction of the people watching the last one. I think a lot of people are still watching the last stream, because that's where we got all of the Legion news. When I think about the droid invasion, I think either about Episode 1 invasion, so some big carriers, or maybe the Camino invasion, so aqua droids and the drop ships. But then it could be anything. Yeah, no, I think, hello there, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I think the aqua droids makes a lot of sense for Camino. They could have infiltrate. they could even, they could be like that's to me seems like the most likely next core option of droids. And that's one thing I think the Republic and the Separatists both need is more core. They're so expensive for the clones, and so either cheap or expensive. Like I don't know. B1 battle droids look great, but at a certain point, maybe you just want something slightly different. And I think that's one of the things that would be really nice about having or maybe one of the problems that comes into when you are doing a Star Wars game. You are bound by theme and license a lot of times, and so you can't just say, hey, these guys really could use someone who cloaks. Like, that'd be really cool. And because you just don't have that. You can be like, oh, the Rebels really need, a Darth Vader character. I'm like, you don't really have a Darth. I mean, you got Luke Skywalker, but you have to kind of make that work as best you can. But you don't really have the option to just kind of invent whatever you need. And so it's harder to try to find the things in canon. I think that's one of the problems that a lot of the FFG folks had with getting most of that. Okay, it looks like they have it fixed now. But basically FFG had to try and find stuff like the AA5, like they pulled that one somewhere. Like, all right, here they go. They have it next, the Roger. Tips and tricks. Plastic glue will take longer to... Oh, it's gone. Yeah. But, all right, so they'll be starting this soon. We'll jump over there. What is the best type of donut? Best donut is peanut butter and chocolate, I think is the best donut. There we go. I don't know if you know what that is. Oh, I keep going through. Man, we got some great... Look at all these spoilers that we got from the last stream. Just so many spoilers, great concept art. I'm really curious if we're going to start seeing ships in Legion. That sounds super exciting to me. This guy's coming up later this evening. And then we've got all of these other card spoilers, tons of card spoilers, art spoilers, Boba Fett, Maul later tonight. Lots of stuff. Still want to see what you guys think. See, a lot of people think we're getting the Persuader tank, the droids specifically for the Persuader tank. I think that's what we're going to be doing. This be droids for the Persuader tank or something new. All right, here we go.
Hello everybody, welcome to Painting Roger, Painting Droids. Just continuing along the mini Stravaganza reveals, and we have a Persuader tank. This thing is awesome looking. I'm super excited to paint this. I don't actually have a color scheme in mind for this, so I'm going to rely on you, chat, to just start throwing out some paints. I have paints from the last stream on the palette. We could just use those. Who knows? I got a big old chunky brush. I got some metallics. I got some non-metallics. So we're just going to see what happens. So I'm just going to slide it over to the minicam. And let's do it. Minicam on. So we got the Persuader tank. Super fun build. I was very excited and impressed with what the engineers did with this. As you can see, I did a really sloppy, purposeful airbrush on this. I love on big vehicles. If you watched the stream last night where I painted the ISP, I love a lot of texture and weird dots and flecks and bits and bobs and doodads in my paint job. So I purposely kind of flick the airbrush to make it sputter, and it throws these little paint dots out. And I want to maintain those through different means. Hawaiian shirt camo, gray green, what a sick mini, light blue. I like the question mark, light blue. I like the gray green idea. I think we can do a gray green. Let's see what we got over here. Do I even have a green out? I don't think I have a green out. Hold, please. Talks amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. I won't give you a topic. Red and gold. I don't know know about red and gold. Let's do some gray green though. I like the idea of some gray green. Just gonna get a bunch of different colors out on our dry palette, our well palette. Is pizza better than sushi? I mean, if I have an option, I'm going out for sushi. That's just the nature of the situation. All right. Can I paint a Persuader tank in an hour? The answer is maybe. So I don't have reference in front of me. So we say gray-green. I don't actually have reference of what that looks like. And that's fine. That probably needs to be a little bit darker. Let's put a little black in that. Let's put a little brown in that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And just kind of mash that around on my palette. What do you think of that, Kevin?
Oh, I'm big fan. Like the rough and ready gray.
That's not maintaining my spackles, but we'll put those spackles back in. So my idea here is whatever paint we chose, we were just going to mash it on and play with color, light, variation. And just make something work. So this gray-green will be nice. Maybe we'll throw some funky colors in later. Who knows what we'll do. Just a big old brush. We do some stipple, then we kind of pull it out to speed it up. And as I was saying, the engineering on this was very impressive. I was excited to see what the engineers did with this, seeing the raw sculpt. I'm always worried about tanks and tracks. Tracks tend to be a bit tricky to assemble if you don't get it right. Like if you put the first piece of track on, sometimes the entire track system fails on you and you can't quite get it to go together, and that's always frustrating. This was engineered by Bexley, correct?
Yeah.
And Bexley or Corey? Yeah. I think it was Bexley. I'm pretty sure it's a vehicle, so it's probably Bexley. I know it's Bexley. And he did this nice like locking mechanism for the first track. So it was very simple to put together. I assembled this in literally minutes and was very impressed. I was very happy. Probably one of the smoothest tank builds I've ever done. So like I'm getting this all over the place. It doesn't matter. I'm going to touch up with silvers later. I was trying to get like some green on there. What's the questions we got? Oh, I'll be spinning it all over the place. Release. Don't fret. I got you. That's a little more green than the last bit. Don't care. Variation is super important in big vehicles. I tend to not think of big vehicles in like individual plates and patterns. I think of them as overall planes. This allows me to quickly work and get things painted for the table. And for me, rough and ready tanks that's the way to go. Hopefully I got a little more paint on that. Let's get a little bit more. We added brown to that, a touch of black to that. And we get rid of all of it. I assembled it. That's what I was just talking about, how I assembled it in just a few minutes. It was a very easy and wonderful build. Did I talk about that, or was that inside my head? Oh gosh. All right. I don't think I would never let anybody assemble a miniature I'm going to paint. Sorry. There's like 2 people in the world I would allow that from. All right. I like that gray-green. Let's lighten it up. What's my favorite aspect of this sculpt? I mean, how can you not just love these great big wacky eyes just staring you down? And don't think I'm not gonna make those just the most angry and grumpy robot eyes of all time. That's just gonna happen. This droid is out for danger. And I also love that it's just it is a droid. Like, this is a droid. All these little bits and bobs, as all internal workings, are all sculpted, and you just kind of place those in, and as you build it, it's very simple. And it makes it nice and three-dimensional. Just using this big old brush. When stippling, do you use any water? Textruck, no, I'm not using any water. This is a very, very dry brush. That's a little too bright, maybe? Nope. I'm in. Just keep adding green. Like I said, rough and ready. Sort of camo-y, sort of Clone Wars-y, right? Clone Wars has that nice artistic feel to the animation. So you can kind of replicate that through the paint job by keeping it kind of rough and loose. Because if you look, they add a lot of texture and stuff. And that's the same philosophy I talk about when painting vehicles. Is sometimes it's just that like different texture or light or darkness that can really make the miniature come to life. We're going to add some weird colors here in a second. We're just going to get this basic green on first. What's the first weird color we should add to this? The handrail? Yeah, there's like handrails. There's like the double guns. These are actually posable. These have like little rings that snap on. So the internal gun, I'm going to point out with this brush. This, can you see that on screen where I'm pointing, Kevin? Am I at the right angle? So that's like a little knuckle socket. So this gun, this interior gun can raise or lower, and then this gun is on a it clips around, right? It's like a little cup, like a little cupping mechanism goes around. So that can be positioned. So these guns are sort of positionable, which is very nice. I just kind of chose this position. I don't think there's a wrong way. Might be a little too bright. Darken that down. A little too bright still, I think. I'm not feeling that color. Get all the paints out. There we go. Let's go more gray. I'm going to find the right color in just a second. I promise. It's got to be just that color. Go around the tops of stuff. I kind of choose like this area. This area I like. I like this area more than all the other areas. I'm going to highlight it. I like this area more than all the other areas. I'm going to highlight it. What's my faction? I have a clone army. I have a clone force. The Lucky 13s. I've named them and everything. I even painted I even started painting a ISP for it last night. Reddish brown in the trim or in the treads. I agree. There are droids that hang off. I left them off for painting purposes. You get some little B1s, because who doesn't like B1s? Definitely B1s have some of my favorite quotes from Clone Wars. Like, I hate this job. Or, oh no, a Jedi. All right, let's add a little yellow. We are full on Bob Rossen now. I'm going to maintain yellow at the very, very top of everything. If you've taken any sort of art class, you've probably heard about the zones, the face zones. And these are not hard, fast rules. These are, you can break these rules, obviously. That's the fun of rules, is that you get to break them sometimes. But like, the forehead area is yellow. The eyes, nose, cheeks are more red. And then the jaw is more blue/grays. We're going to do the same thing on this. I like to use the same philosophy on buildings. So the higher up, the more yellow or warm, and the lower down, the more cool or blues we go. So let's add a little blue. We got some Holger blue. We got some primary blue. We're going to add that to the green and gray. And we're going to apply this to the shadow areas. That's a little too bright. We need more blue. Blue is such a powerful color. Blue will come in and just wreck everything if you just get a little bit too much blue in there. Schick said the word bully color last night, and I was like, I like that. Bully color is such a great term. Blue is kind of a bully. It is the most powerful pigment. It's stronger than all the other pigments. And so it kind of bullies its way into things. If you get a little too much, blue will be there. It will just knock everything up and rough its day. So we're going to do a little blue/gray just on the other side of this bad boy. How many pieces of the body? That's tough. Oh, you know what? Let's do the armor bow eyes. Why not? Those could have been metal, but we can do them green. Tie it all together. Do them quick and dirties. Both sides. How many parts? It's a lot of parts. It's a big kit. You know, it's a big kit. How many? I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't count parts when I'm putting things together. Sorry. Now we can come in with some more white. Now we can get into that more off-white, gray, and really do. Now we're going to really pop stuff out. Just ever so lightly. Somebody mentioned rusty tracks. I'm all in on the rusty tracks. I could also see doing using the maybe you've seen it done before, the graphite pencil for the tracks. Graphite pencil makes a great way to paint track systems. I want that one to be silver. Need a little dark, a little green, just color on the sides of those eyes. All right, magenta, just a touch. Some green and gray. Let's get a bunch of that off the brush. We're just going to add just the slightest bit on the underside of stuff. Sort of a bounce light. I'll just add a little warmth to it. And back up to the top. I want to go super light. I'm just using the same brush. I'm just grabbing all kinds of paint. I knew as soon as I said the graphite pencil, everybody would be like, graphite pencil, what? Look at this beautiful, that's art. And here we have the latest from Dallas, circa 2001. This was painted during his Persuader era. So you can use a graphite pencil to paint tank tracks. So maybe we'll do a video on that. You paint them silver, and then you come in and you can use a graphite pencil to kind of take them to that next level. So I'm purposely going to make these look like brush strokes. Like I said, I want that like kind of illustrative style that you see in Clone Wars. Something like that. That feels pretty good. What do you think? Should we go metals or should we paint those eyes? Let's go. This brush might be too big for metals, but let's find out. So with this track, these are nice big chunky tracks. I'm going to throw some silver on it. And this will be all rusted and busted as we go. A little bit of that rose still on the brush. It's adding a little warmth to that metal. I feel like this guy should have like cookie cutter rollers. So he just rolls over some dough and just makes out the perfect cookies. Oh, we should make that. We should make the Persuader tank cookie cutter. You just roll it over some dough and it just pops out little hearts and gingerbread mans. That'd be great. These tracks. This is a very, very bright silver. If I get along that edge, I don't care. It's fine. Through washes and other techniques, that silver is going to be toned way down. Now this brush is too big to get into some of those interior bits. Like I said, we're going to get this part first, then we can go to the interior bits. But getting your gravel and your mud and your debris up on tank tracks, that's always good. A little bit right there, silver. Which means this one's gotta be silver. Nothing worse than like painting one side and forgetting and not doing the other side. Not saying I've done it, but I have. It's even worse is when you don't notice it until the studio picture comes through and then you're like, yeah, graphic design, can you go ahead and send that back to me real quick? Sorry, that's going to be another, you're going to have to wait for a couple hours. I'm out of shot. Everybody's yelling at me. So I don't normally do Star Wars blasters in silver. I think these are going to be silver. Oh, got in there. I'm doing terrible at paying attention to chat. Sorry, chat. I'm still with you. I haven't forgot you. Just having fun. I got excited. I was doing my thing. What do we got going on? Oh, I don't do blood splatter. Clone cookies would be tough to chew through. I agree. Clone cookies was the toughest cookies. I would love some gingerbread clones. That'd be great. They call me Chocolate Chip Rex. Oatmeal Rexin? No. Fives is a sugar cookie. Good cookies follow orders. So we're just slopping the silvers on. It's all going to be washed. Some darks. And even where I kind of slop the other paint on this, on where the areas that will be silver, I want that to shine through. I like that color variation that kind of gets built in. We kind of let paint just kind of get a little bit messy everywhere. Back sides. I forgot the back side. Just work my way around it. Front sides. Work my way around it. Yeah. All right. I need some wash. I need some washes. Something to do dark. Let's wash this brush first. Molassosaurus Rex. Do I have metallic brushes? No, I just use the same brushes for everything. I just use the same brushes for everything. Clean them out good. Good enough. Good enough. Let's throw that over there. Got another big brush somewhere around here. Big brush. Let's use this one. It's not big enough. Travesty. Just a travesty. We'll use one of these. Why not? Let's get some brown. No, we want to do black first. Let's make up a wash. I know the boring part. Some black paint, some water. Get it all over the place. What color should we put in there, Kevin? The black to go over the tracks. What color? Blue? With the green? Deep red? Oh, like a red black? I like the way he's thinking, kids. We put the tiniest dot of, this is magenta. I'm just putting magenta into the black wash. Could put a tiny drop of, what do you think of that? Oh yeah, I like that. It's almost purpley. Yeah. Shake me down, make me round. Go to town. It's almost purpley. See that purple in there? And then we'll add some rusty reds as this dries, which might not be today. I got 20 minutes to paint this. Yeah, we got. We're not getting to the rusty reds. It's not happening. What's chat saying? Did Kevin escape from Gru? I don't understand. Some sort of reference I don't get. Will we get part 2 on this paint job? Maybe. We'll have to talk to BK. That's a BK question. Not this weekend. We have a very tight schedule this weekend. Many moving parts. Many people involved. Lots of stuff happening. We can't just go off script. We've totally gone off script several times. Maybe we can do a part 2. I don't know. Fit into a regular atomic mass transmission. Mall is definitely a stream coming up. There should be on the schedule. It's on my schedule. Okay, this slightly purple metal is giving me life. Still gotta get to the glowy eyeballs. We just did a whole hour on magic effects. We need to do another bit of glowy bits. The real question is, will I paint Maul in an hour? I think so. I think I can do that. Feeling pretty confident on that one. Are they playing their game right now? Oh. I see the other screen and I'm like, woo! Got a game coming up in a little bit on stream. How often do we stream Legion games? We've streamed a couple, and I'm sure there's more to come. And just our beautiful purple black wash. This really is going to set up this miniature so well, I think. Oh my gosh, I got the whole team in here. Ladies and gentlemen, one Tony Konchak. I'm not even looking up. I know he's giving me stink eye, but you know, hey, whatever. He's like, don't break the fourth wall. I'm like, it's all the fourth wall. Reality is nothing. Bring that around. Oh, we're going to make it to glowy eyes, I think. Maybe? Can we make it to glowy eyes? I think so. Black wash can be kind of thick. It's fine. We're going to dry brush over it later. Kind of did the old paint smash technique to get the silver on. You know, just get the silver on it, right? And then get your wash on there to kind of give it tone, give it some color and some contrast, and then go back with dry brush very lightly, pick those silvers back up, and then we can do like a glaze or a powder pigment of rust to get that rusty, beaten battlefield look that we're going to want to apply to this Persuader tank. All right, let's paint those eyes. There we go. Let's paint the eyes. All right, we got some of the correct colors out. We only got a few more minutes. Deep copper, yeah, we could do some deep copper on some of the metals. Even if I'm doing copper or gold, I tend to start with silver on everything, even the areas that are going to be gold. It's much easier to turn silver into gold than put gold over top of, you know, opaque paints. So like, I will typically, if I'm going to paint something gold, I paint silver first. So this works out really great for me. So I think copper would be a good addition to this. Tron light cycle. Yeah, it's kind of a Tron light cycle. It's awesome. I got people looking at me through windows now. It's kind of creepy. I don't even know who that was. I got 14 minutes to paint these eyes. Well, we're doing what we always say. We're going to start with some off-white. This is going to be a little messy. We're going very, very fast. Going to pull that paint in a downward motion. This has got dry, kind of. Oh, terrain ideas for Legion. I have plenty of terrain ideas for Legion. I love terrain. That's such a vital and important part of miniature games. Glue on some googly eyes. Is that Pagani saying that? Glue on googly eyes? Pagani's all about the googly eyes. That guy loves googly eyes. We're going to do some yellow. It's not quite dry, Kevin. It's not quite dry. Ah! I'm going to have a panic attack. Everyone's googly eyes on this this tank. Like I said, I feel like Pagani's just in chat. He has a bucket of googly eyes in his office. He puts them on everything. Let's put a little orange into our yellow. Can be sort of wet. We will wet blend. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's always funny when you're like, my paint's drying too fast. And then you do something in a hurry and you're just like, why will my paint not dry? What did I do to you, paint? Why do I deserve this? To be fair, the paint did nothing. The paint has no malevolence. Magenta and orange. We're going to be wrapping up very shortly. What's our next stream, Kevin?
12:30. X-Wing repaint.
Oh, we're doing X-Wing repaints. The community voted for what we're repainting and in what colors. So that's coming at 12:30. Be sure to join in. And see what kind of repaints is going to happen. Right, we're going to go back with the white. 9 minutes. We got plenty of time. I got all time in the world now. White mixed into our yellow. Hypnotoad. Yeah, I told you this droid is out for destruction. If I'm painting a droid, my droids don't mess around. They've come to wreck house. These are not the fun-loving droids from the Clone Wars show. These are droids who take their job very seriously. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at him. He could use a bright red glaze over the eyes as well. Maybe. Kind of tone everything together. Alright, what's next here? What's next on this? The wash is drying, so we can't really dry brush the tank treads. What are we missing here, kids? How many minutes I got?
You are looking at about 6.
6 minutes?
I've dilated for you at the end.
Dots on the armor. Yeah, we can put dots on the armor. Did a little. Wrap it up now? I'm being told to wrap it up now?
You are. You need to set up for the next one.
Rude. Wow. All right. Well, I guess we're wrapping up now, everybody.
It's on your pretty face now.
All right, kick it over to my face. I'm just gonna keep painting though, because you can't stop me right now. I'm in the pocket. All right. So coming up next is what?
X-Wing repaint.
X-Wing repaints. I'm just going to keep sitting here painting because I'm going to be on that one too. So join us back in just a few minutes for X-Wing repaints as we continue day 3.
All right, you guys. That's basically it for that one. I'm going to kind of wrap this up real quick too because we didn't really get anything revealed, but it was a fun stream. I'm going to take a little break. So if you guys want to watch the X-Wing repaint, I don't think they're just going to do X-Wing stuff in pink, and I can't bear to watch that anymore. So I'll be back later on with the Darth Maul stream later tonight. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you guys are college football fans, you know, my home team, UCF, was playing later tonight also. So, you know, maybe get your college football in. And any of that other stuff, more wrap-ups coming later. So that's going to do it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. May the Force be with you. All right, I'll see ya. There we go. And pineapple on pizza is not necessarily a crime, but we